Okay, so in this first video clip, we'll see a video of two first graders, both 7 years old. They're actually twins. They will be tested on number conservation. And so number conservation is a task where you have 2 rows of pennies with the same number of pennies in each row, and then you lengthen one row and spread the pennies out in that row to make it look like it's longer than the other one. And then you ask the students to tell you whether or not they believe one row has more pennies in it than the other row.
Those the same length?
Yes. Yes.
Do they have the same number of pennies in them?
Yes.
Okay. So what if I did this? Now do they have the same number of pennies in them?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay, so in this next video clip, we'll see 2 students perform a volume conservation task. And a volume conservation task is a task where we have 2 identical glasses of water, and then in one of those glasses of water we'll drop a golf ball, so the water level in one of the glasses will rise, and this will create the appearance of one glass being more filled with water than the other. And then of course we'll ask the students which glass they believe has more water in it.
So would you guys say the same amount of water is in each glass? About the same?
Yes.
Yeah? So what if I took a golf ball and dropped it in there? Now are they the same length or the same amount of water in each?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, so the third video clip that we'll be taking a look at is a length conservation task. And in this conservation task, we line up 2 identical pencils of the same length, and then we ask the students whether or not they believe that the pencils are the same length. Usually they'll say yes if they're not being too picky. And then what we'll do is offset one of the pencils so they're not right next to each other, so they don't look completely identical in length. And then we'll ask the students again which pencil they believe is longer than the other, or whether or not they believe one pencil is longer than the other. Okay, so we got 2 pencils here, right? Do you think they're the same length, about?
Yes.
Okay, so what if I do this? Do you think they're the same length now?
No.
Okay, so the fourth and final video clip that we'll be taking a look at is liquid conservation, and this is the most famous and well-known conservation task. It's when you have 2 identical glasses of water, and then you have a third vessel that is, it could be taller and skinnier, or it could be shorter and fatter. Either way, it just changes the appearance of the water. And so what you'll do is you'll take the 2 identical cups of water, and you'll ask the students whether or not they think that there's the same amount of water in each cup. Usually they'll say yes. And then you'll take one of the cups of water and pour the water from one of those cups into the different vessel. And so the volume of the water in the new vessel will look different from the volume of the water in the vessel that was unchanged. And so it'll appear that there's 2 different volumes of water when in actuality it's the same. And then you'll ask the students whether or not they believe that there's the same amount of water in each vessel.
I'm going to take these 2 glasses again. Remember there's the same amount of water in these, right? You think? Okay, so if I pour that into there, do they still have the same amount of water?
Yes.
You think yes? They do? Okay.
He just pulled the same amount of water from the cup and poured.
Okay, so these students actually did pretty well. They went 2 of 4 in their conservation tasks. And like I said before, they're a set of twins. And they're both 7 years old. So it was just a little sneak peek at what the experimentation was like, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Must be out of focus. That's a real hot album, homie. I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit.